What's happening, guys, and welcome back to the Alternative Audio Podcast. I'm Ollie.
And I'm Luke.
And we're here to talk about more stuff going on in the metal, rock, metalcore and alternative scenes and new releases and stuff like that. So, yeah, roll the intro. Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Ollie from the editing room. So, if you follow us on Instagram, you probably know that we had some real technical difficulties with this episode. Like half of the footage was just not usable and the audio on it was like completely fucked. So yeah, obviously there is footage later on in the episode that was usable. So obviously we will get to that. But right now I just wanted to go over some of the things that we did mention in this episode that obviously I wasn't able to put in because of the terrible footage. So I've got a little bit of a list of things that we went over. For one, I mentioned in the last episode that Guilt Trip were possibly from Sheffield because we were talking about Malevolence's label, MLV Limited. Guilt Trip are actually from Manchester, so I just wanted to correct myself on that. I also wanted to bring up, obviously we talked about the whole thing going on with Sleep Token in the last episode. That seems to have been resolved now. Whoever posted that birth certificate online for everybody to see, it seems they're being dealt with. I don't know if they're going to be facing any sort of charges or anything, but it seems that it's being dealt with. And Sleep Token have started posting on their socials again. They have announced a UK arena tour. And also since we recorded episode 2, due to incredibly popular demand, because they are very close, well, by the looks of it, pretty close to selling out this tour already, they've added 2 new dates. So, you know, full UK arena tour. But yeah, so just wanted to clear that up, that all of that whole thing going on a few weeks ago with Sleep Token seems to have been resolved. They are not going to be jacking it in whatsoever. They are still going strong. And yeah, tickets are live for the UK arena tour right now. We also discussed Northlane have brought out a new single called Miasma featuring Winston McCall. Dropped on the 24th of January. It's something very different compared to what I remember Northlane being back in the day, but it's really not bad stuff. So I recommend checking that out. A lot of the guitar work I feel is very much the same, but at the same time I feel like they've got a very different vibe. They're going with a bit more of a techno sound as well. But yeah, I think Winston McCall brings it together as well. So yeah, I'd definitely go check that out. Luke also mentioned on this episode that, well, he's really getting into Dying Wish lately. Obviously, he was talking about their album, which came out last year, Symptoms of Survival. And he was just saying how he's really digging them at the minute. So we did talk about them. I also brought up Half Me's new single, Quitter Talk, dropped on the 19th of Jan. This fucking song, my God, I am absolutely digging this track, honestly. Like, it's the sort of proper good hardcore that makes you just want to smash everything up in a good way. Like, I'd recommend you check it out. I did do a reaction to it on our TikTok account, and that was also posted on our Instagram account as well. It's definitely the best hardcore song of the year so far. To be fair, one of the best hardcore songs I've heard in a couple of years, in all honesty. Yeah, they have also just announced a tour, I believe, with a band called Resolve. But yeah, I may be having to go to that just for Half Me, in all honesty. Yeah, 19th of Jan that dropped. Definitely check it out. Absolutely incredible. We also talked about The Ghost Inside dropping a new single on the 5th of Feb called Wash It Away. Obviously released as a sort of 3-part single with their 2 previous singles. Very different sound, this track. Much more of a softer tone, a lot more clean vocals, but at the same time, the undertones of it, you can definitely still tell it's The Ghost Inside. Very much digging it. It's also interesting that, obviously, as a 3-part single, the other 2 tracks still keeping their old sound. So it's not like they're leaving their old sound behind. They're obviously trying new things, which is great. But at the same time, it seems they're able to do both, which we also talk about later in the episode with another band. Bands that are able to really do both, trying new things and sticking to their old sound at the same time. It's great to hear. But they have an album coming out on the 19th of April, Searching for Solace. So both myself and Luke will be, definitely checking that out when that drops. And we will definitely be talking about that on the podcast. And finally, one thing I did want to mention that we mentioned in the terrible footage. Lamb of God and Mastodon announced a US tour celebrating 20 years of their albums Ashes of the Wake and Leviathan, respectively. And on this tour, they will be supported by Kerry King of Slayer fame, as everyone will know, and Unearth and Malevolence. I fucking love Malevolence, as you know, so to be fair, massive Lamb of God fan as well. I saw them at Bloodstock a couple of years ago. Absolutely incredible stuff. So always been a fan of them. But yeah, that's basically everything we talked about on this footage that I wasn't able to use. I just wanted to quickly go over it so that it's not just stuff that gets completely left behind. I did want to quickly mention it. I have also put a timestamp on here to where it gets to a point where me and Luke are talking, but there is no footage, and then another timestamp to where the cameras start working and we have proper footage. So anyway, on with the rest of the episode where we did have decent audio with myself and Luke. Enjoy. Right, next one I want to bring up, The Plotting You released a new single, Closure, released on the 29th and the 19th of January, this one. Yeah.
I ain't listened to them. When was the smoking ban? I listened to The Plotting You for fucking years.
Mate, I remember it was well, I'll say as they were getting started, like early days for them, their first couple of albums, Firstborn and Could You Watch Your Children Burn? They were some fucking banging albums because they were just so heavy and brutal, and like with such emotional vocals, but incredibly dark topics.
Yeah,
they had like songs such as like Miscarriage,
Stillborn.
Yeah, that was fucking The Father's Seed. That was a fucking dark one as well. Yeah, and they had Wife Beater as well. Like incredibly dark topic. It seems they've moved on from that kind of writing, but I feel like that emotional edge to the vocals is still a key to their music.
Yeah, I think that was probably one of the reasons I never really got into them, because I don't know, I was quite young when they first appeared.
Yeah,
and I don't think I couldn't get on board with that.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean, but yeah, they seem to have definitely evolved as a band. Like a lot of people weren't happy with some of their records as of late because they were like, oh, it's not the same, it's not fucking heavy anymore. But then when Forgotten came out like last year, everyone was like, fucking Plotting You are heavy again. I think
this is the thing that I wouldn't necessarily say it pisses me off, but people are like, oh, it's not heavy anymore. It's not. I understand that some people do just want to listen to heavy music.
Yeah, of course,
right?
yeah.
And some people don't want to listen to heavy music at all. But bands grow up, man.
Yeah, and
they don't want to play heavy music.
Yeah, and they can write whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah. Like, perfect example, Bring Me the Horizon. 2006, one of the heaviest bands about.
Yeah.
2024, they're a pop group. Like,
yeah, well, nearly, but
yeah. Like, I saw Bring Me the Horizon the other week, and they were shit hot, man. They were great.
Yeah, they're incredible. They're very different to how they started out, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Bands can write whatever the fuck they want. Another example of that is Beartooth. They were incredibly heavy. They're still pretty heavy, but then you got them writing new tracks on the latest album, like Might Love Myself. That's a pretty fucking that song absolutely slaps, but like it's pretty much all, or nearly all cleans, like clean vocals on it, and it's definitely got that sort of pop edge to it.
Yeah,
and it's really good. But yeah, bands can write whatever the fuck they want. If they want to change their sound and try new things, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I feel like the new stuff by The Plotting You, yeah, they've still got that sort of emotional topics, not so dark anymore, which I think is a good thing. But I was going to say, I'm trying to remember what the fucking vocalist is called now. I think it's Landon. But yeah, like his vocals, he could put some fucking...
Landon Norris.
I've got to fucking look it up now, because that's going to bother me.
I'm pretty sure Landon Norris is a fucking Formula 1 driver. That's a fucking career change and a half.
Yeah, I thought it was. So it's Landon Tours. And honestly, his vocal style, he can really fucking put the emotion on it. I'm going to show you a couple of their tracks, like more recent ones. One from last year called Left Behind. And like the emotion on his fucking voice in that is incredible. And the latest one, Closure, it definitely follows that similar vibe, but It's really good. It's really good.
I can already tell this is going to be a massive change just to like the old stuff that I've listened to.
Oh yeah.
It's in major chords for a start. So.
Yeah. But the screams.
It's very like a day to remember.
Yeah, it's very a day to remember in a way. The screams here though, but it's funky as well. You could fucking dance to this.
You definitely stand in the mirror singing this to yourself, pretending that you're in this band.
I haven't done that since
judging off the faces you were just pulling.
I can imagine, mate. I can imagine. I haven't fucking sang in the mirror since I was about 12.
I would like to say I believe you.
That's a lie.
But I don't!
Yeah, that's a fucking lie. From when I used to listen to the Plotting You, I remember I fucking saw them. They were supporting... no, they were headlining, and they were supported by fucking Heart in Hand, if you remember them.
Heart in Hand?
Yeah, and fucking Napoleon.
Oh, Napoleon were great.
Oh, they were great back in the day. But yeah, if you think about the sort of music they were writing back then, it's a massive departure, but it's a good thing. This is an example of a band trying new things and it working well, I find.
I think if I was going to get into this band, I think there'd be more chance of me listening to stuff like this.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Oh, if you were interested in fucking getting back into these, I'll definitely check out the later stuff.
I mean, when's this from? This...
So this one was released 19th of January last month.
Oh, so very recent then.
Yeah, this one's very recent. Left Behind that we just listened to, that was, let me check, that was July last year. But the past couple of years, they've been moving in that direction.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, of course, as I said, weren't happy because they were like, they're not heavy anymore. But they are heavy, and they're heavy when they want to be. The album they released last year and the song Forgotten that has pretty much gone viral is pretty fucking heavy. They know how to be heavy when they want to be, but it seems they don't always want to be, and that's absolutely fine. Anyway,
I think if you can transition between being heavy and not soft, but you know that there's that fine line in there. Yeah, I think if you can transition between the two perfectly whenever you want, then that's a skill, man.
Oh yeah, definitely, and I think they've definitely got that fucking talent.
Yeah. Speaking of transitioning, like. I
was going to say, where the fuck are you going with this?
No. Speaking of like transitioning between genres, Machine Gun Kelly, right? Not a fan of myself, really not.
No.
But who the fuck is running that guy's PR, man? Like, to go from being a rapper to a pop punk artist that fast, that quick.
I think within a year.
Within a year, and like have such a massive fan base.
Yeah.
Right, as well. I want to know what is going on behind those doors, man, because there's some fucking knowledge going on there, mate.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think, well, it was after Eminem fucking dissed him.
Yeah, imagine getting dissed that hard. You change genre. Thing is, yeah, I'm gonna pack this rap stuff in, man.
I know. I remember fucking, Chloe fucking saved a couple of his sort of pop punk songs after he turned pop punk, and like put them on in the car, and I was like, yeah, I'm digging this. Yeah, who's this? She was like, it's Machine Gun Kelly. I was like, no fucking way.
Kicked her out of a moving car.
Nearly did. I was like, what the fuck? No way.
I want to talk about the new Comeback Kid stuff. Have you listened to much Comeback Kid?
Not for years.
So I'm going to play you a song called Disruption. And if you don't know, like Comeback Kid are a hardcore band.
Yeah.
I want to say Canadian. I'm pretty sure they're Canadian. Yeah. So
6th of Feb.
I've been listening to this band for a few years now.
Yeah.
And I don't know masses about them, but I always find, especially their last album, Heavy Steps, was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
And this sounds like it's going to be some promising stuff as well. So if you want to give Disruption a spin, mate.
Yeah, I'll give Disruption a spin. Yeah, I haven't listened to Comeback Kid in years.
See, I just think the riffs are tasty.
They are. They really are, yeah.
They got some good choruses as well, man.
You know what? This fucking track is giving me the vibes of Gallows again, but after Frank Carter left.
Yeah. Oh, when Wade
McNeil fucking joined. It's really giving me those kind of vibes. Again, they've really got a proper punk edge with this track.
I'm going to throw you a curveball here. And I might annoy a few people here.
But
I'm going to say it.
Okay.
Gallows were better with Wade McNeil.
I'm going to disagree with you there. I think that was...
You're entitled to your wrong opinion.
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like they were still great with Wade McNeil. And it's a shame they stopped making music after they released a few things with him. But I'll always have a soft spot for old Gallows.
I love them both.
Yeah,
I love them both.
Oh, I do love them
equally.
both. I do love them
I will
both.
listen to all of them all day long.
Yeah. But I do love the vibe of this track.
One thing I will say is I do think the drums are a bit over triggered. Like,
You think, yeah.
yeah. I just think they sound a bit fat in the mix.
I couldn't really tell, in all honesty. But you're more of a... You're better at, like, mixing than I am, so I suppose you would notice.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Yeah. But no, it's an interesting track, man. It's nice to fucking listen to Comeback Kid again. So that's the first time I've listened to Comeback Kid in years. You all right?
Yeah, sorry. I've just had notification. I tagged a friend in a meme.
Right.
007, Grold and I. Right. And I've just had a notification saying Dave Grohl reacted to your post.
What? No way.
No.
Can't be the real one.
Fucking course not. But I clicked on it, mate, and it's the most fucking fake Dave Grohl page ever.
Fuck's sake.
But big up Dave if you're watching, mate. Big fan of your work. Cheers.
Fuck's sake. Next release I want to fucking bring up anyway. I'm not going to bother playing it, but Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes just released a new album.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 26th of January. Dark Rainbow. So, I mean, they've come...
Sounds ominous.
Yeah. They've come a long way from like the first album they brought out, fucking Blossom. Like, they really had that fucking, like, heavy punk edge with Blossom.
Yeah, was that the album that had Juggernaut on it?
Yeah. Like, I remember that a good few years ago. And they've really moved away and gone on to that melodic alternative rock. And they're sticking to that. It's working for them. I'll always have a soft spot for him, mainly because I'll always have a soft spot for Frank Carter. And I'll always see him live if I get the chance. But yeah, I don't really listen to Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes much anymore. But...
No, I not that I dislike Frank Carter or Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. I've always been a fan of everything he's done, but I've never gone out of my way to listen to them. But I know all of their songs. Yeah, and I've managed to see them about 4 or 5 times. I don't know how, because I've never bought tickets to see them.
Yeah, I know. I mean, last time I saw them, they were still playing a lot of their Blossom stuff. Yeah. So I still wonder if they're actually playing any of that anymore. But I was going to say they're at Download, aren't they?
I'm not entirely sure.
I'm pretty sure they got announced at Download. So I'll go and see them, and it'll be interesting to see if they're actually still playing that stuff.
Yeah.
But as I say, Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes, new album out if you're interested. So yeah. Also, Fit for a King released a new single, Keeping Secrets, on the 12th of January.
I've never listened to Fit for a King. Don't know anything about them.
They're actually very good.
Is this a new track for them, is it?
Yeah, this is the new one, yeah.
Wow, I've slept on this band for a while.
Yeah. I slept on them for ages. I only discovered them sort of back end of last year. I only discovered them watching fucking TikTok, because I'll find the track in a minute. There was one track, and quite a few people on TikTok were like saying, "Oh, this fucking track
TikTok."
Yeah.
Fucking millennial.
Like, a lot of people, I'll find the track in a second, and they were saying that particular track was like contender for Breakdown of the Year. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, after listening to stuff like this, I was thinking, can't be that heavy of a breakdown. But no, it fucking was. That, again, another band that know how to be fucking heavy when they want to be.
It's got that very typical post-hardcore vibe, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like in our teen years, we fucking literally grew up on post-hardcore, didn't we?
Yeah, the thing is with this genre, I think this is... It's not necessarily a hard one to do, but it's a hard one to do well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of post-hardcore bands back in the day had 2 vocalists.
Yeah.
It was...
you don't see many bands with 2 vocalists anymore, do you?
Because I feel like it was always... Obviously, it's very difficult to do. You have to be bloody talented to be able to scream well and have some good, clean vocals.
Yeah.
And it was always good to see a band where one vocalist could do both. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with having 2 vocalists, so you can actually do it well. But you don't see it a lot anymore. And to be fair, I don't really see a lot of new post-hardcore bands coming out.
No.
So, but when a good post-hardcore band do release new stuff, it is always refreshing. Okay, so it's End, The Other Side. But I'll just skip to
Well,
the
this is
breakdown.
the fucking polar opposite of the last song.
Yeah. But again, it's still post-hardcore. There are still plenty of cleans in there.
Yeah, it reminds me of fucking As I Lay Dying.
Yeah, I get what you mean there. Well, I'll skip to the breakdown, but I remember listening to this on TikTok and everyone saying fucking breakdown of the year, and I was like, okay, but it's got a fucking build-up.
Really? It's better be good now. I mean, it's alright. It's nothing to get naked and oily about, though, is it? Like,
It just keeps going, though, that's the thing. But that was the track that kind of went viral. So I was like, that's how I got into them, basically. But they're an interesting band, and it is always nice to see them bringing out new stuff.
they're a cool band. I'll give them a listen.
Yeah, definitely. Right, anything else you've got?
Considering we've come into February now, which has gone pretty fast.
Yeah.
You know, the next thing is going to be March, April, May.
Yeah. Congratulations, you know your months of the year.
The months just... Dude, I remember being sat at the table eating my Christmas dinner. I fucking blinked and it's February the 9th.
Yeah, I know.
Right. So
Time flies.
Soon enough, it's going to be festival season.
Yes.
So I want to have a chat about Download.
Yeah, man. I cannot wait for Download this year.
I want to take a look at the lineup here, and I want to know who you're looking excited to see.
Well, let's take a fucking look at the poster then.
Do you want to start on Friday?
Yeah, Friday. So, Queens of the Stone Age, I'm not too bothered about, but I know they
Fuck
will be
off.
good. But I know they will be good. So, I will definitely be fucking seeing them.
Did you just say you're not too bothered about them?
Honestly, I haven't been bothered about Queens of the Stone Age since Dave Grohl left as drummer.
Well, he was never really in the band anyway.
No, I know what you mean, but like when he was doing some drumming for them, I was interested. I got really
genuinely
interested.
can't wait to see Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah. They will be good. I just don't listen to them that much. I'm not saying I don't like them.
Yeah.
I just tend not to listen to them too much. But Royal Blood, I'd be interested in seeing.
I would see them if I hadn't seen them countless amounts of times before.
They'll probably be on at the same time as Bad Omens.
Yeah, more than likely.
With Bad Omens headlining the second stage. I really want to see Bad Omens because I haven't seen them. Blackstone Cherry's an interesting one that I'd like to see.
I love Blackstone Cherry.
I used to love them back in the day.
Yeah, but... Hey, have you seen a blind man in disguise?
Looking for his eyes.
Me and Mary Jane got a thing going on.
Fuck's sake. Of Mice and Men as well.
Mate, have you listened to Miasma's Men's latest album?
No, I
It's
haven't.
fucking shit hot, bro.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Fair enough. I must admit, like, after Austin Carlisle left and then they had a new vocalist, they released a new album. I listened to it. It was all right. But at the same time, I was like, I'm not, like, massively intrigued. I don't know. Maybe the album just didn't click for me.
I want
know.
to say...
But I haven't listened to the latest
I
stuff
want to say
since
the
then.
latest one's called Mosaic. Or there's definitely a track on there called Mosaic. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
You know, I'm only human.
Yeah.
But I've had it on repeat at work. And I'm really digging it. It's a good fucking album.
Yeah.
They've gone like to a much heavier sound. Well, not much heavier, but they've definitely gone to more of just a metal bass.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I dig it.
Yeah. No, fair enough, man. Big one for Friday for me, though. Busted.
Fuck off.
Mate.
Fuck off.
I love
If it wasn't
Busted.
for the fact that Eddie Thrower was the drummer, I would say they don't deserve to be on that.
Mate. Well, they were a fucking gateway band for a lot of people getting into the heavier side of music.
I would... No, I'm not going to say that.
Well, what were you going to say?
I would rather die than see Busted. But I'm not entirely sure that's true.
Mate, come on.
I think if it was a matter between life or death, somebody come to me with a knife. You're going to watch Busted or you're going to die? Okay.
Mate, I'm actually really looking forward to Busted. I think it'd be great. You know, on the Avalanche stage as well. Like, yeah, that would be good.
I definitely want to see Dream State. I've seen Dream State a few times. They're
Yeah.
a good band.
That'd be interesting. kind of want to see Escape the Fate. I haven't listened to them since I was like a teenager, but you know, it'd be interesting to see them and listen to some. I'll have to listen to some of their new stuff. What else we got on Friday? That's interesting.
Ithaca. Have you ever heard of Ithaca?
No, I haven't. No.
So Ithaca are another female fronted band.
Yeah.
And when I went to see Ocean's 8 Alaska on Wednesday,
yeah,
being as an Ocean's vocalist wasn't there for some reason unknown to myself.
Right.
But they haven't replaced him, but the person that was filling in for him was a vocalist from Ithaca, and I gotta say, I thought it was a perfect fit. I thought she did just such a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. No, but I'm definitely down for seeing something new. As I say, I've never heard of him. You could drag me along to new shit, man. I'm down for it. Wait, this will be good though.
I've never actually listened to Ithaca properly. Yeah. I've listened to a couple of tracks, but they're definitely a band on my list for 2024.
Yeah. There's a band there called, is it Urn? I just read that as urine.
Urine.
I just looked at it, I was like, does that say... I've never heard of a band called Urine.
Yeah, urine. Urine for a good time.
Oh, yeah. A band I'll definitely recommend as well, Defects.
Defects?
Yeah, they're good. Saw them at Bloodstock. They are definitely more fucking post-hardcore, in a sense. But, yeah, very good. Definitely recommend them. Moving on to Saturday, Fall Out Boy.
100%.
100%. I think Chloe's going to come for a day.
Yeah.
Just so she could see Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, fair.
She fucking loves them. I'm a big fan. Fucking love Fall Out Boy. Obviously, prefer their older stuff, but I do dig their new stuff. Yeah. The Offspring, interesting.
100%. Because I am pretty fly for a white guy.
Yeah. You fucking are, yeah. I'm not too interested in Pantera.
You're not?
To me, if it was between Pantera and The Offspring, I'd go to The Offspring.
I would like to say I disagree, but I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll be choosing The Offspring over Pantera.
Yeah. Shikari, love him. I've seen him many times.
I must be into the 30s with the amount of times I've seen Shikari.
They're fucking everywhere. That's the thing. So, I mean, love them, but...
What do you expect though? They're a hard-working band. You can't really take it away from them.
Oh no, I'm not dissing them at all. Not dissing them at all. I absolutely love Shikari. But at the same time, if it was between, say, Shikari and While She Sleeps, I'd go for Sleeps because I've only seen them like once, whereas I've seen Shikari about 7 or 8 times now.
Do you know what? I didn't even know While She Sleeps were on that lineup.
Yeah. Tom Morello, interesting.
I'm not bothered.
I'd like to see it because obviously I've kind of always wanted to see Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, but it's just going to be 45 minutes of...
True.
Pedals.
True. I might go and see 5 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity. Believe with him. Definitely down for that. Harriet. Definitely.
Oh, yeah, Harriet. Wow. Harriet are probably the best band in the world right now.
Oh, yeah. Saw him at Bloodstock 2 years ago. Incredible. The fucking vocals, man. Incredible.
Yeah, man. I've seen him. Where have I seen Harriet? I seen Harriet at 2000 Trees last year.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I saw him in that place in Birmingham I said earlier, like fucking Devil's Going Dogging or something.
Or
the Devil's Dog, that was it. That's what. The Devil's Going Dogging. Awesome.
Hey, that's a good name for a song.
Yeah. Devil's Going Dogging.
Anyone could use that if you want
to. Rock on.
Holding Absence.
Do
like him.
Yeah, if I hadn't seen him like 100 fucking times in the last 2 years.
I've only seen him twice, and one of them was an acoustic set.
It download?
Yeah.
In the campsite?
Yeah.
When Joe spewed over that woman's back.
Sorry, Joe.
I'm not.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Guilt Trip, man. Fucking love Guilt Trip from Manchester. I corrected earlier. But yeah. I'm definitely up for seeing Guilt Trip. Because obviously, Malevolence went on tour last year. Guilt Trip followed them. And I really wanted to go on that tour, but it fucking sold out. Man, I missed out. But I do really want to see Guilt Trip, so I'll be there. Anything else on Saturday interesting you?
Alpha Wolf.
I
fuck,
wouldn't mind seeing Alpha
I
Wolf.
didn't even see Alpha Wolf on there. I wonder if Ice-T will come out with
Dying Wish.
Oh, fuck yeah, Dying Wish are on there as well.
Saturday at the Dogtooth stage, it's stacked.
Yeah. Fucking hell, it is. Alpha Wolf, I wonder if Ice-T will come out with
You gon' die!
and then moving on to Sunday. Fucking big ones here. I'm kind of looking forward to Avenged Sevenfold.
So am I, actually.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen them once, and it was download 2014, maybe.
I've never seen them.
Yeah.
And honestly, I haven't listened to the last couple of albums, but they're a band I've wanted to see since my childhood, and I've never had a chance to. So
Really?
yeah,
Never seen them?
no, never seen them.
No way.
Limp Bizkit, I've seen them before, but
Fucking.
cannot
Do you
wait to see them again.
me and you watched them together?
Yeah.
And I can't remember where it was.
It was at Leeds Fest.
That was like 2015.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
no, I swear. No, I was thinking we were doing fucking like cartwheels in the pits and shit, but that was Don Broker.
That was Don Broker.
But no, that would be fucking good.
That was Don Broker. that girl behind us went, these two idiots are fucking pissing me off. We turned round and it was Mass.
Yeah. We turned around and it was our mate, yeah. Fucking hell. No, that was it. She was like, these fucking pillheads are doing my head in.
Not pillheads. Never been a pillhead.
Yeah, no, never have been.
So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What else we got? Sum 41.
Yeah.
It's their final UK festival, probably, and it's their final UK
I won't
date, isn't it?
lie. There is a very good chance I'll be at that main stage all day on Sunday.
Yeah, well, at least from like fucking 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Bowling for Soup. Oh,
Code Orange. I wouldn't mind seeing Code Orange.
yeah. Yeah, I'm down for that, but Bowling for Soup, I'm there for Bowling for Soup. What else you got? Not bothered about Machine Head in the slightest.
No, neither am I.
No. To be fair, I remember Bloodstock a couple of years ago, and they did a surprise set. So it was a surprise act in one of the tents. I can't remember which. No, it was a Sophie Lancaster tent, and it was absolutely rammed. Couldn't even get him. And obviously Machine Head, big band. They've got a lot of fans. But I remember like everyone was like, "Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?" And then all you heard from in the tent was, "We are Machine fucking Head!" And then I just saw loads of people just fucking walking out.
Taxi!
Yeah. Exactly. At that point, I was like, yeah, I'm going as well. Not a fan, to be fair. Corey Taylor, again.
Not that I've got anything against Corey Taylor.
No, not at all.
I just don't know any of his songs as a solo artist.
No, neither do I. Yeah, I mean, I might pop down for a little bit just to see what it's like, but I'm not too bothered about making sure I'm there for it. You know what I mean? Electric Callboy.
I've got a personal issue with Electric Callboy.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. I just can't get into him.
Same, actually.
I'm sure they're very nice guys.
I appreciate Electric Callboy and what they're trying to do with their music, but at the same time, I can't get into it. They Art Is Murder. I liked the older stuff, but I'm not too bothered nowadays. So.
Like is it Holy War, their album?
I think so.
I liked that album.
What else have we got? The Used.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Used.
Counterparts.
I fucking love Counterparts.
Yeah, that would be good. Then what else have we got on the Dogtooth stage? Fit for a King. We were on about them earlier.
Yeah,
and Error as well. Error, very good.
Yeah, quite a genty band.
Yeah.
From Texas, I believe.
I think you're right there. But yeah, they're an interesting band. In fact, they're on my list because they have released a new track. Where is it? Cure. It's called Cure.
Yeah.
Yeah, came out on the 1st of Feb. It's pretty fucking groovy stuff, I got to say. But they have just announced a US tour with Make Them Suffer.
Mate, I love Make Them Suffer. Have you ever listened to Make Them Suffer?
Oh, yeah. Fucking love Make Them Suffer. Along with Void of Vision and a band called Novelists.
Novelists are good.
Yeah, I never heard of them.
French, I believe.
French?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. But yeah, that'll be.
I tell you what, I'm just assuming I know where all these bands are from. I'm gonna look a right idiot if I find out they're like.
You'll have to correct yourself like I did with Guilt Trip.
Couple of blokes in Basingstoke going, never even been to France, mate. Yeah, but if it's a band I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure they're French.
Yeah. No, I'll have to look that up. It's honestly an interesting looking lineup. I can't fucking wait, to be fair. A lot of people weren't happy about the headliners, but I am. As I say, I'm not too bothered about Queens of the Stone Age, but it'd be interesting to see them. Because I don't dislike them. So, yeah. And it doesn't always have to be proper heavy stuff headlining Download, like it tends to be.
No, definitely not. But I'm not too sure I'm with you on Busted, mate. I won't lie.
Mate, I fucking love Busted. They're my driving banger, if you know what I mean. I fucking listen to Busted in the car. Love them.
Get out. Get out.
It's my fucking garage.
I'm telling Chloe.
Telling Chloe what? That I like Busted?
Yeah.
She likes Busted too.
She can get out and all.
I do want to mention a band quickly called Dreamwake.
Dreamwake.
Yep. Don't know if you've ever heard of them.
No.
But they call themselves a wavecore band. Honestly, they do have some sort of synth elements and stuff like that. But they're pretty fucking funky. I feel like they're really tapping into an 80s vibe. They really fucking are. Like, every time I fucking listen to them, I want to fucking grow a mullet and watch The Lost Boys. Honestly.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, really.
Big fan of Kiefer Sutherland, mate, are you?
No, I'm going to play you a track. In fact, I don't know if I showed you this one earlier, but I'm going to play it anyway. Yeah, this they incorporate.
Oh, that's
fucking,
sexy.
Yeah, they incorporate fucking saxophones into it, mate. It's different. I don't know if any bands have done, like, metal bands have done that before. They probably have, but this is the first time hearing it. And it's interesting. And even down to the fucking album artwork. It's just so 80s.
This sounds like it should be at the start of GTA 6.
Fucking Rockstar, hit these guys up if you need a fucking opening tune to GTA 6. But yeah.
That bottom string. Oh.
They're fucking funky, mate. They also remind me a lot of Hands Like Houses, if you remember them.
Yeah.
Is it Hands
Australian band, yeah.
Yeah, but the cleans,
Canberra,
from that band were incredible. But this gives me that same sort of vibe.
Yeah, this is good, man. I like this. I really like the tone of the guitar.
But at the same time, you look at the band picture, it's like, fucking hell, Blockbuster. So 80s, man. So 80s. Yeah, so their latest track, Memories, came out 23rd of January. Interesting stuff, it really is. And the last album that came out, Virtual Reality, again, such a fucking 80s vibe. Came out 2022, that did, but I'd definitely recommend checking that out to anybody who's never heard of them. Just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah, a couple of last things I want to bring up. So, Bing as an Ocean have just dropped a new album on the 2nd of February called Death Can Wait.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You said you saw Bing as an Ocean recently, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a weird one, though, because there was only one member there.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, I think there's only two members that are actually Bing as an Ocean themselves anyway, and I think it's Joel and the guitarist, whose name I can't remember. But Joel himself wasn't at the show. I don't think he's on the tour. I think he's at home for some reason. But as I said, the vocalist from Ithaca filled in, and she was a great fit.
Yeah.
But I think the session musicians they've got playing for him, very talented guys. Drummer's phenomenal.
Yeah. But
yeah.
I haven't really listened to Bing as an Ocean since they brought out How We Both Wondrously Perish.
And what a fucking album that is.
That was a fucking incredible album. At the same time, like, I feel like they've still got that same feel. Really, it's just fucking like listening to poetry with some background music.
Yeah, I like it, man. I think it's dig it.
Yeah, it's different to a lot of other stuff in the scene.
Yeah.
But I like it. I mean, at the same time, like, I was listening to it like, yeah, it's good, but I can't see myself adding it to my playlist. Because at the same time, I was listening to it like, yeah, it's good, it's really good, but after listening to a few songs off the album, I was getting a bit bored. Mainly, probably because it's the same sort of stuff. I'm not knocking it at all, but I feel like Bing as an Ocean aren't really for me anymore, if you know what I mean.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
It's a shame for me to say. That's just my personal opinion, but not knocking them at all because, you know, they're great musicians. So.
You've shot me there.
Yeah.
You have.
It's sad for me to say.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
No, it's sad for me to say. But at the same time, anybody like who really fucking digs that sort of stuff, yeah, new album out, Death Can Wait. I also wanted to mention, since you were bringing up Birmingham bands, I found a Birmingham band that is quite interesting.
I've supported these.
You've supported Overthrone?
I've played with Overthrone, yeah.
Yeah.
When I was in Phantom State.
Oh, fucking hell.
Really, really nice guys.
Yeah, so they've released a track October last year, actually, but I found these guys, and I'm really digging them. to be fair.
These remind me of Northlane.
Yeah.
Really, real good.
Or older Northlane, anyway. Yeah, I really like these guys. And then I saw they were from Birmingham, and I was like, oh, yeah, I've got to check out more of their stuff.
Not only are they good on record, they're a phenomenal live band.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really good live. Saw them with Spitting Teeth as well.
Yeah.
In who else was playing Spitting? Heart of a Coward.
Do you like Heart of a Coward, though?
Yeah. So I saw them with Heart of a Coward, Spitting Teeth, and Overthrown. Yeah, really good.
No, nice.
Very, very good guys.
Yeah, I recommend Overthrown. You know, fucking good metal from Birmingham. So yeah, I'd check that out. And then last thing from me, I wanted to mention a couple of bands that haven't released anything or really announced anything in fucking ages, but they are still active, and it would be fucking nice to see new music out of them in 2024. So, first one is the Colour Morale.
If the Colour Morale release a new album, I will take all of my clothes off and run down the street.
Fair enough. You fucking got me into the Colour Morale.
I love the Colour Morale.
Fucking Hold On Pain Ends. And,
that's a great album.
And No Hope. Fucking incredible albums, but especially Hold On Pain Ends. That was an absolutely phenomenal
I think
album.
No Hope was probably a better album for me.
Yeah. No Hope was heavier, but at the same time, I remember when fucking the second album come out, and yeah, that was on repeat for me for weeks. It was such a good album. Some of their later stuff I haven't listened to much. I've listened to a bit. It's still pretty good. But yeah, they went on hiatus back in 2018, but then came back, announced that they came back in 2020. Then announced some tours in 2023. I think they're still on the back end of one of those tours.
Oh, yeah?
But it would be nice to see them announce some new music in 2024, because they did say when they came back in 2020, we're going into the studio, we're going to start writing. So if they've got anything new in the pipeline, I'm hoping this year sometime, because it'd be interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Another band, last band I want to mention, again, they haven't done any, they haven't announced anything in a long time, but they're still touring. In fact, they've got some shows coming up in the next couple of months over in the States, but Sick of It All. Fucking love these guys. Like New York hardcore.
Yeah, Sick of It All, man.
Yeah, they've been going since 1986.
Yeah.
I feel like they were there for the fucking start of the New York hardcore scene.
Yeah.
12 fucking albums they've brought out in all that time. Last release was back in 2018, fucking 6 years ago.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're still touring and they're still fucking going hard, I'm hoping for some new music. Because, yeah, it's been 6 years. I really want to fucking hear some new stuff from Sick of It All. So, yeah. I fucking fell in love with those guys back when Based on a True Story came out back in 2010. That was a fucking banging hardcore album, that was. Death to All, but no, what was it? Fucking Death or Jail. That was it.
You were about to say Death to All but Metal, weren't you?
I was about to say Death to All but Jail.
Death to All but Jail.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple of but jails about, mate.
But no, fucking Death or Jail. That was a fucking banging tune, and that tune really got me into them. But yeah, Sick of It All. Fucking release some new music for this year if you can, because I'm sure a lot of people want to fucking hear it. Yeah. And I think that's all from me.
And it's all from me as well, I think.
Yeah, fucking sick. So that was episode 2 of the Alternative Audio Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you've got any recommendations for new music or anything you want us to talk about, please let us know, because we love talking about this shit and we love checking it out.
Excellent. Thanks for listening.
And we have had some technical difficulties, so I do apologise for that. But yeah, sound. Cheers for tuning in, guys. See you in a bit. Thank you.